All right, guys, welcome back to GTG. Sorry, I've been gone for a little bit. We're all only human. Got it's a bad time of year for me. I've been asked to do this video for a while now. I've been avoiding it. Today is the 11th year anniversary that I lost my son. It fucking sucks. He would be 14 right now. He was 3 when he passed. He's been sitting there the whole time. Yeah. That's where I'm at. There's a whole story behind it. The short story is he got into the pool. Before you guys come at me in the comments about how neglected, I had 6-foot gates wrapped around my pool. My backyard was in 3 sections. I had my pool area, my grass area, and then I had a dog run. All the fences were at 3 feet. It went from wall to house. There was no way. I thought there was no way to get through. I think everything happens for a reason. We had a chair that was out there that was never out there. He used the chair to climb on, to pull the gate to him to get into the water. That's a short story. The longer story starts in April, not May. April of 2010, my mother-in-law passed away. And the day that we're going up to Phoenix to see her, my son had a fever. He was a month old and had a fever. He got admitted to the hospital. I remember praying, God, don't take my son. Coincidentally, that day, there was some stuff that was going on with my ex-wife's sister that went away. I got that news the same time we got the news that my son was going to be fine. And then we went to bed. And it was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Everyone went to sleep. We're in the hospital. I remember getting a call at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was my mother-in-law. I was like, hey, everything's good. This is good now. The baby's fine. We'll be there in the morning. Don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. I got a call 8 o'clock in the morning that everything wasn't fine, and I had to break the news to my, at that point, wife. And it was bad. We took a hit as a family. 2 weeks before my son passed, I remember sitting on the couch with my ex-wife, and I don't know what we were watching or if we were having a conversation, but we heard my son say, oh, Nana's in the curtains. Nana's funny. He also said it again a little while later, Nana's in the closet. And we're like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is crazy. Like, is he really seeing her? Like, because he was a month old when she passed, so it was just kind of crazy. 2 weeks later, that happened. I lost a son. I tried CPR and it didn't help. 50% of all marriages that experience the loss of a child end in divorce. And at the time, I didn't know that. I remember praying to God that give me everything. Give me everyone's worry, everyone's everything. Just make sure that they're good. Give me everything. What, 8 months later, my best friend took his life. That was mid-summer. Then November, October, me and my ex-wife split up. So for a while, I was a lost soul, and I didn't have anyone to talk me down. Or I mean, for a long time, I heard, "Yo, if you did it, I wouldn't blame you." And I was like, "Yo, I can't give up." It was actually a movie with Will Smith who kept me in the fight, and it was a movie called After Earth, and it was about a father and son who were stuck out in the middle of nowhere, just alone. And it was the boy who was relying on the father because he thought he needed him, but it was actually the father who needed the son. And I was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna give up my boy because he's not giving up on me." So here I am doing videos, trying to make sure that you guys are good, because I know how it feels to be out there alone and to not have anybody, or to think that you don't have anybody. Here I am 11 years later, and I've surrounded myself with people who have my best interests at heart. Um, I got, I mean, I got family now. It's not that I didn't have it before, but not all family is blood. And that's what I wanted to create here. That's what I wanted you guys to have something. I wanted to build a community to where if it was, "Hey, you know what, I'm not having the best day," you guys could come here and we can make sure that you're good regardless of the situation. Short while later, actually it was a few years later, um, I got a call from one of the guys that I work with, and he was like, "Yo, man, I just lost my son." And I didn't understand because I was sick. I had a fever of 104 or something. I had been sick all week. It was, a little while before COVID. And I was like, "What do you mean you lost him? Like, where were you guys at?" He's like, "No, like, you haven't been at work. You haven't heard." I was like, "Dude, I don't know shit. Like, what's going on?" And yeah, his son drank too much water, and he reached out to me because I had been down that road. I'm still going down it. The only difference is that I have bad days and I have days that aren't as bad. I know that if I'm feeling a certain way, to not think about alcohol, because it's I've never found an answer in the bottom of a bottle. I mean, out of all the alcohol I've ever drank, there's never been an answer at the bottom. So like I said, I'm just trying to help you guys out. Like, the lesson learned is that you're not alone. None of us are.